Hey, this is Movie Edge, and this is another in the Disney movie series collection, and this being my Disney movies, the animated movies, and I got them all on Blu-ray, except for obviously Frozen 2, which I'll be getting in a month or two. I don't know, but I have a list in front of me. I had a list, and as I was like trying to look through it, it just got deleted somehow. I don't know. But I'm going to go through this list, and some of the stuff I'm not going to have in front of me because I already showed it in my Disney Movie Club exclusives. So if you've seen that video, it's in that. And these are more like the numbered movies that are considered their classic movies. So yeah, kind of like what the UK does, and they put it on their spine. They put the numbers in order of what they came out and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do it off the cheat sheet on here. I have a whole listing here. It only goes up to Tangled, so I'm gonna have to, like, after Tangled, I don't know what years they are. I'm gonna have to fix that. So let's start off with the 1937 classic Snow White. This one, signature series. I just wish this one would come out on Blu-ray, but hopefully it does, but I doubt it, because a lot of these doesn't look like they're coming out on Blu-ray. Or not Blu-ray, sorry, 4K. I do have some 4Ks in this collection, so you're going to see that. Next, the 1940 classic Pinocchio. Yes, let your conscience be your guide, right there. Jiminy Cricket. Well, it's not the best. I mean, these signature series, when they started at the beginning, they had beautiful everything on here and stuff, and then they just kind of gotten boring after a while. But this one came out in 2017, so yeah, the artwork and stuff kind of diminished away. This one's a UK one because I never got the US version when it was out here, but this works on all region. It is Fantasia from 1940. Great film. I don't have the attention span to sit through it. I only like the Mickey Mouse part. This, how long is this movie? Like 2 hours, right? Running time 124 minutes. This was supposed to be a film that Walt Disney made, and every so often they were supposed to add to it. Never really happened. So yeah, and there's actually a cutout scene in this. This is the I think this is the edited version, where there's like a little racist chirrup in there. Chirrup is like it's half human, half like goat or horse or something like that. But yeah, that part I think got cut out of this. So whatever. It was like 2 seconds, not even. Dumbo is next, 1941. Now this one belongs on 4K. It would be awesome. I also would love a slip with it, but I gave up on the slips. I have a lot of slips here, but just didn't bother with it. Dumbo, a classic, and yeah, this one wasn't too long. This one was like a very short one. It came out right before the war, I think, 64 minutes. So it's an hour and 4 minutes. And this one came out in 1941 as the troops were leaving. They would see this movie, and overseas they would actually see this at their leisure time and stuff. So Dumbo. And then, you know, Disney Plus don't even want to get into that. We're going to edit it, and they decided not to. Yeah. Next, everyone's favorite, Bambi. This is 1942. Great movie, great animation, very sad at the beginning. But that was Disney. They like to kill off parents at the beginning of the movies and stuff. And little orphan Bambi here. Thumper, my favorite character in the movie. The owl was alright. And, yeah. So, Bambi from 1942. Also a war one. The next one I don't have here. I have it in my, movie exclusives from Disney Movie Club. That would be Salute Amigos and The Three Caballeros. I have it as a double feature set. Also, I do have it on DVD, which is, the DVD is actually a little bit better, but I suppose you could get both. The DVD's got a lot of bonus features and documentaries on there and stuff. After that, it's Make My Music, which I'll be showing you during my DVDs. And Fun and Fancy Free is after that. This is from 1947, Fun and Fancy Free. The Adventures of Ichabod, Melody Time comes after that in 1948, which another DVD I'll show you during my DVD collection. And Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, which is kind of a cheaply made one, so they could get a feature film out, and that was 1949, but it's a classic. And I just happen to have the set from the Disney Movie Club, which has The Reluctant Dragon on there. It's a live action movie about, I think, the making of it. The making of The Reluctant Dragon. They talk about the movie, and then they show the actual animation at the end of the movie. So yeah, there's 3 actually in there. The Reluctant Dragon, I don't know when that came out because I don't have that listed here. But yeah, Disney Movie Club exclusive. Next, Cinderella, 1950. Again, it's not worth getting the signature set. If you have this already, there's no reason to get the signature set. They should have put that on 4K. After Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland. Great movie, but you have to wonder, when they made this, were they taking drugs? Because there's a lot of trippy stuff in this. But it is a good movie. It's a fun movie. 75 minutes, wasn't that long, but yeah, Alice in Wonderland. Another one, and that was 1951, Alice in Wonderland. Peter Pan is next. This one's another one that deserves a 4K release. It's a signature set. I got this one because I do have the Diamond Edition of it, but that Diamond Edition that I found on Amazon was brand new factory sealed. I opened it up just to play it, but it's actually worth a hell of a lot, and I did not know that. And it's got the special cover on it with just Peter Pan's shadow on a clock. It's worth some money. So that one, that's why I got this again on the signature set, so I can play this one and just leave that other one alone. There you go. 77 minutes, and that was from 1953. From 1955, Lady and the Tramp, one of my favorites. Stereotypical Italian racist bullshit in here, but and the guy's Italian, he's talking Italian, and he's got the spaghetti and meatballs, and racist, but they don't see it that way, I guess. And the Siamese cats. Let's cut that out on Disney Plus. People got angry, but yeah, one of my favorites, Lady and the Tramp. And yeah, physical media, you can't edit it unless it comes out after the fact. Next, one that just came out on the Signature series, but I checked the Signature series, and it's not worth getting, in my opinion. Sleeping Beauty. This is the Diamond Edition, and a beautiful cover. It's got some, it's got a deleted scene on here. It's got some other stuff on here. But the new one's got like one thing that's new. It's not even worth getting. 75 minutes. This one, yeah. No, wait. Sleeping Beauty was released in 59. This one is widescreen. This one will look beautiful in 4K, but they decided not to put it out on 4K. They decided to put it again out on Blu-ray, the Signature series. Why, I don't know. It would have looked great in 4K. Next, this one just got released in the Signature series as well. It's 101 Dalmatians. What year is this? If I could find it. 1961. I got the Diamond Edition on this. I like the slipcover is beautiful on this. Some people didn't like the round to it and stuff. Well, you know, you can also get this as a Disney Club exclusive. There's an exclusive slip one. And the new one, it's not worth getting. It's almost exactly the same as this. And there is animated short on here. New animated short, The Further Adventures of Thunderbolt. The Further Adventures of Thunderbolt. I don't think I've ever seen it. It was a new animated short. I don't know. I have to actually check that out. I haven't watched this in years. So, yeah, it's in the collection. Doesn't mean I actually watch it. But 101 Dalmatians. Next. Kind of a classic, but kind of not my favorite. And it is Sword and Stone from 1963. Not the best animation on this. They could redo it into 4K. It is in widescreen. There's bonus shorts on this. It's The Brave Little Toaster with Mickey, A Night for a Day. So I used to like it when they used to put bonus stuff on here, like the animated shorts and stuff, but they rarely do that anymore. Next, it is Jungle Book. Jungle Book is next. What year? 1967. I also got the Diamond Edition on this because the slip is beautiful. Some people again didn't like the circle and this, but I think they were beautiful. They stuck out. That was the gold. And this one is coming out. Yes, I don't have the exact date, but yes, it's coming out on 4K this year. The live action just came out on 4K. This is coming out this year on 4K. Can't wait. It's going to look beautiful. Doesn't mean I'm getting rid of this. It means I'm keeping it. Yeah, another one that Disney was going to edit on Disney Plus. Dumbasses. Next, the Aristocats, 1970. Not one of my favorite movies. I must have seen this like maybe once or twice throughout my childhood. And yeah, this one has a lot of special features on it, but nothing spectacular. You know, yeah, some people love it, some people hate it. I'm not one of those people that loves it. I'll watch it if it's on. Piece of hair on it, probably from the dog. I'll watch it when it's on, but it's not one of my favorite films. I will not sit there watching it on purpose. Next, one of my favorites, Robin Hood. That whistle song, yeah, that was awesome. This one is actually digitally restored, but there's a deleted storyline in here as well. They try to do a little pencil drawing of it. there's an alternative ending, which I haven't seen this disc, so I don't know. Art gallery and some other stuff on here. So yeah, this was 83 minutes. I used to love when this came on TV a lot, and they rarely show these movies anymore. Oh well. It's Robin Hood, and next is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Yes, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which I have not seen. And I'm getting all the Winnie the Pooh movies. I need those two from the Disney Movie Club. And other than that, I think I have them all, except for a bunch of featurettes that came out in the 60s through, I think, 80s, something like that. There's a bunch of like 25-minute featurettes that were at the theater, which it might be on one of those tin sets. I don't know. If you know, comment below. But The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, this one came out 1977. Yeah. Classic. But in my opinion, I don't know if I would have the attention span to watch it. How long was that movie? 74 minutes. Maybe I have the attention span. This is next is The Rescuers, and The Rescuers Down Under. Double pack. Why did they decide to put this on a double pack? I don't know. The Blu-ray has both movies. The DVDs, there's two of them. But yeah, it's The Rescuers 35th Anniversary Edition and The Rescuers Down Under. And John Candy does a voice, I think, in The Rescuers Down Under. So there's a John Candy movie. And The Rescuers came out in 1977. And The Rescuers Down Under came out in 1990? I can't be right. Rescuers Down Under? Oh, that's what I have it listed here as. I think that's wrong, though. I would have to look that up or message me below saying that's right or wrong. There is there are special features on here, but not very much. I just deleted song. There's a Three Blind Musketeers Silly Symphony animated short, which is worth checking out. Waterbirds Disney True Life Adventure. I don't know what that means because I haven't seen it. Someone's Waiting for You sing-along song. And on the that's about it. So Rescuers and Rescuers Down Under, and yes, there was a nude painting in The Rescuers, and they edited it out. I don't know if this is the version that they edited it out at, or it was way before this came out. But yes, there was a picture of a naked woman as they're going down a sled, and you see it in the window. It's like a naked painting or something, but yeah, they cut that out, or they fixed it digitally. Next, yes, this is also a Disney Movie Club exclusive. I grabbed it because it was cheaper, way cheaper, and it had two movies on it, and a third movie that was like a part two. So, Fox and the Hound in 1981. Good movie. The voices of, oh shoot, what is his name? Because they're not going to say on here. Corey Feldman is one of the voices on here. So yeah, the second one I never seen. And then Oliver and Company was from 1988. So yeah, kind of out of order, but I got this set. It's cheap, double, you know. Both of them, this is on one Blu-ray, this is on one Blu-ray, and then there's 3 DVDs. So yeah, it's a 3-movie collection. You could still get that separate or together, it doesn't really matter. This one I got from the UK because, well, I actually got it from the US, Amazon US, but if I could find it on here, Great Mouse Detective. But before the Great Mouse Detective was the Black Cauldron, which is going to be in my DVD collection, which I'll be showing. And then came The Great Mouse Detective. The reason why I got this is different title on Basil, the Great Mouse Detective. But when you watch the movie, it just says the Great Mouse Detective. I tried watching this. I fell asleep during it because I was tired. But yeah, I have to watch this again. It's basically the story of Sherlock Holmes, just done with mice. It's not one of their greatest feats of animation, but it is really it's all right. Yeah, and this is the UK version, so it's a little bit thicker. And I thank Alan of Kermit's Ghost Channel because he had an extra slip and he doesn't use slips, and I needed it for this, so he gave it to me. That is cool because this is a really hard slip to find. Yeah, even the US one, you can't find that slip anymore. Okay, Black Cauldron, The Great Mouse Detective, Oliver and Company. Next, we're gonna get to the renaissance of Disney movies, starting with, this is a 4K, starting with The Little Mermaid, Under the Sea. This one is the signature series, and I'm glad they put this one out on 4K because it looks fantastic. And the special features, there was probably, I think, more on the DVD, and because we do have the DVD in storage somewhere, I don't know where, but yeah, there was more on the DVD and probably more on the Blu-ray. I have to compare them, but yeah, Little Mermaid. If you haven't seen this movie, then what rock have you been under? Because this is a great movie, and it's what is this? 80-something minutes, 83 minutes. Yes, the live-action movie, I think, is going to be a train wreck. The live-action one that they did on TV, I liked. It was mostly animated movie shown, but I liked it. But this, great movie. Next, Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, Little Mermaid. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast, 1991. This one is getting a 4K release as well this year. I think not too far in the future. It does have it listed on Blu-ray.com. Look it up. It is coming on to 4K. I am going to be getting it on 4K. It's going to be exactly the same as this. Yeah, I actually have another version of this on DVD. I think another Blu-ray copy, so we have this many times over. So yeah, is there any like bonus extras? But not everything was ported over from other releases. This was 85 minutes. Boom. Beauty and the Beast. And the live action one is coming out on 4K as well, but I'm not going to bother with that one. This one was awesome because of the fact, one of my favorites, and it is Aladdin from 1992, 4K release. Yes, I do have this on the Blu-ray release when it first came out, and I'm keeping it because it's just, the slip is different, everything is different, so I'm just going to keep it as an extra. This one, they ported over most of the stuff from the Blu-rays, from the other Blu-rays, but I still think the DVD, when it originally came out, has more stuff on it. Plus, there's a special thing with Robin Williams, deleted scenes with Robin Williams that they just put animation to while he was voicing it, and you see a camera on him doing the character as you know, they're animated it, and it's well worth watching. That for that alone, this movie was 90 minutes long. Classic. Next is The Lion King, 1994. This is a beautiful, beautiful 4K. If you have not seen this on 4K yet, get it, put it in your 4K player. This is beautiful. I'm hoping that Beauty and the Beast comes out as well as this one. This is only an 88-minute movie. This and the CG movie, kind of a little bit different, but this will always be the best, the classics. I do have the CG one, have to watch it still. The special features looks like it's mostly ported over from other Blu-rays. The Blu-rays on here too, but I still think the DVD had probably more, and I do have them all just in storage. I gotta check them out. There's another one gone. This one, Pocahontas. This is the that I couldn't find the slip for this. Found the slip for this, so whatever. It's Pocahontas 1 and 2. The second one really is not worth seeing. Let's see. Pocahontas was only 81 minutes. I haven't seen that movie that many times. I think they both put them in widescreen when they came out on Blu-ray. And it's a Disney Movie Club exclusive slip. And this movie came out in 95. So, yeah. Haven't seen this one that much. Next. One of my... not my favorite movie, but it's a dark freaking movie. And I'm surprised it got a G rating. Hunchback of Notre Dame. This movie is beautifully animated. The voice of Tom Hulks from Amadeus does the main character, and I think Jason Alexander's in this, and I don't know who else. Yeah, it would be nice if they'd listed the voice casts on these, but yeah. But anyway, there's two people that I know that's in this movie. This is extremely dark. One of the villains died in other movies, but this one was pretty brutal. The way he died. Yeah, the second one, the second Hunchback movie, it was made for DVD bullcrap. And on here, aspect ratio 166, so I think they enhanced it for 16:9 televisions, but the original version is in its proper aspect ratio. But if you haven't seen this one, it feels like a Disney movie, but it feels really dark and depressing, and I could see why this one didn't really do it at the box office. From depressing, we go to Hunchback of Notre Dame, came out in 96. Hercules is next, came out in 97. This is a fun one. Only seen it a handful of times, if that. It's got the voices of Danny DeVito in here. I forgot the other guy's name. I know Danny DeVito's in here, and what's his name? It'll come to me when I finish this video, but yeah, plays Hades in there. James Woods. There you go. James Woods. It's a fun movie. Funny. Not one of their spectacular movies, but it's great. You know, it's well worth having in collection and checking out. Hercules. Is this one going to get a 4K release? Maybe. Long way down the road. But, yeah. I got this when it first came out on Blu-ray, so. It's got the slip. Not lenticular. I'm forgetting words right now. It is, embossed. So, yeah. There you go. From Hercules, 1997, to Mulan, 1998. This one I could not find cheap, and I got the UK version. I really love the slip on the UK version. This one I'm probably going to keep if this ever comes out on 4K, which it probably will when the live action movie comes out. 87 minutes. Only seen this like maybe a few times, and the live action movie is going to be completely different from this. There's not going to be any animated characters in there or anything, but it looks like a great movie. It's the original artwork for it. Now there's a Mulan, there's an other Mulan version where it was Mulan 1 and 2 on it. The second Mulan movie shouldn't even been made. That thing should be burned. That's how, oh my god, that's how bad it is. There's deleted scenes on here, a classic backstage Disney, and some other stuff. So, Mulan. It's one of my favorites. Eddie Murphy does a voice in there, so that's pretty cool. Moving right along. No, it's the Muppets. I'm sorry. And then you got Mulan. And what's after Mulan? A movie I only seen once. Tarzan. It was pretty good. It was all right. Nothing special. I don't know who did the voices in this. Yeah, it doesn't list all the voices on here. There's a song on here. Best original song, You'll Be in My Heart. Academy Award music, blah blah blah. Yeah, I can't think of anyone that's in this movie. I know the singer. I forgot his name though, but this I only seen once, so I can't really comment on it. I liked it the first time I seen it. I know that, and it was 88 minutes. And will they ever put out the second movie and Tarzan and Jane on Blu-ray? Who knows? Maybe. When this ever gets a signature series, or if it ever gets a Blu-ray 4K release, maybe. Who knows? This one is another one I got in the set with Fantasia, because it was Fantasia and Fantasia 2000. It came in the slip box. 2 movies, so I got it for a good deal, and they both are all region, and this is Fantasia 2000. Not as long as the original. 74 minutes, really short. The Donald Duck scene is awesome in this movie, and then they put in the classic Mickey Mouse scene in it. Fantasia 2000 came out in 1999. This movie, yeah, there was a 2-disc set that came out here in the States. I never got a hold of it, so this was the only way to do it, was to get the UK one, but it's okay because they're separate. And apparently this is number 38. Is that true? Yeah, that's true. It's number 38 in the classic collection, the UK one. See, I like how UK lists them as numbers, but we do not. Plus Experience, the Academy Award nominated animated short Detesto, an extraordinary collaboration between Walt Disney and the legendary artist Salvador Dali. I did see that, and it is well worth checking out on here. I think this is the only place you can get it. Bonus features, shorts, and the short film Detesto. Something like, I think I'm pronouncing that right, but and then there's a documentary, Dali and Disney, the date of Detesto. Again, I can't pronounce it right, but this is This is worth getting just for the shorts alone and the documentary. I had more fun watching the documentary than I did the actual feature. Next, a movie that didn't get much love at the box office. I really wish I can get an. I'm probably actually going to upgrade this one day to a better copy. But it's Dinosaur. Got this at Second and Charles, and they put those stupid barcode stickers on the back so you don't steal it. But the thing of it is, you can't rip these off without ruining the plastic. So it kind of irritated me, but I found it for a cheap price. Probably going to get a more updated version of this Blu-ray soon. I have not seen this movie yet, but I heard it was, pretty good. Disc art, chapter listings. This one came out in 2000, and I don't think this ever came with a slip. If it did, please send me a picture of it because I want to see what it looked like. But I don't think it ever did. I don't like this artwork either. This is an old DVD, but or Blu-ray. I mean, 82 minutes. 82 minutes. Not any. There's commentary on here. Origins. Short film by award-winning filmmaker, and something else. Not really much on here, so yeah, probably gonna have to get an updated version of that Blu-ray. Next. Next. The Emperor's New Groove from 2000. This, the first time I seen it, I actually have the special edition of it on DVD, which I won't get rid of because there's way more special features than they put on here. And yeah, it's worth a little bit of money. So yeah, this one is worth it. This one I never seen. People say it's not worth seeing. The Emperor's New Groove is 78 minutes. Kronk's New Groove is 75 minutes. And did they have the correct aspect ratio on here? I don't know. It was probably on the slipcover, and it never came with the one. I got this from the Disney Movie Club, so it never came with a slip. Yeah, I don't see the aspect ratios on here. But it probably has the correct aspect ratio on it. Let's see. Nope. Boring discs. But Emperor's New Groove is a underrated Disney film. It is a classic. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend to pick it up. This one's also a classic. The Lost City of Atlantis. Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Great freaking movie. The first time I seen this, it blew me away. I just happened to be lucky enough to get it with the slip. Yeah, I got it with the slip when I first joined the Disney Movie Club, and I'm like, hell yeah, because this slip goes for a lot of money. I can find the Canadian slip. It has a lot more writing on it. But yeah, the second movie I heard was really not that great. And Michael J. Fox doesn't do the voice of it in the second movie. The Atlantis, the Lost Empire is 96 minutes. And the second movie is 80 minutes. They have the correct aspect ratio on here. Yeah, 2351, and then the other one is 1661 because the other one was a made for VHS movie, I think, and then it came out on DVD, and then it came out on Blu-ray. There's from Milo's Return. There's a deleted scene. Deleted scenes from the first movie. There's two, I think, something like that. But this is well worth checking out. It is action, adventure. Michael J. Fox does a great job at voicing it, and yeah, I highly recommend it. If you have never heard of it, go look it up. Lilo and Stitch is next, and it's from 2002. Lilo and Stitch, and there's another movie on here, Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch. And then there was another one that was like a pilot to a TV show, which never, there was a TV show, but none of those episodes are released. And I think only the first episode was released to DVD, which I really don't care to see. This includes second film. They're both PG rated. The first one is 85 minutes. The second one is 68 minutes. And 2 DVDs and a Blu-ray. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of this movie. First time I seen it. Excuse me. First time I seen this, it was cute, but nothing that I want to see over and over again. Excuse me, I came prepared with Walter. Ice water. Okay, so Lilo and Stitch, and next is Treasure Planet. Wanted to see this one for a long time. Found it at one like a disc replay, and I got it and never watched it. Wanted to slip to this, and I could never find it either. I heard this is great. Joseph Gordon-Levitt does the main character's voice, and I think what's his name? I'm drawing blanks today. I don't know why, I just am. Martin Short is also in this. And I don't know anybody else, but yeah, I gotta check this one out soon. It's one of those movies that I want to check out, but I never get around to it because I have a lot of stuff to watch. It's the 10th anniversary edition. You can still find this at any store or Disney Movie Club. Next is Brother Bear 2003. Brother Bear, I never checked it out either. I got this through the Disney Movie Club. It's got the voice of Brother Bear right here was actually the kid that used to be on Bernie Mac's show. I think it was just called the Bernie Mac Show, right? Where he had a family and he's taking care of his was his sister's kids or something. He did the voice of that. I don't know what happened to that kid, but whatever. Yeah, he did the voice of that. Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis do the voices of the moose. Mooses? It's mooses, I guess. There's a Brother Bear 2 on here. I don't think I'm ever going to waste my time watching it, but it's 85 minutes is the original, and 73 minutes is the second movie. There is no aspect ratio on here. It's probably on the slipcover, which I can't find online. But they're both rated G, so there you go. Brother Bear. Gotta watch that soon too. There's another one I found. I think at a disc replay as well, and always wanted to see it. Has the voice of Roseanne Barr in it, and it's Home on the Range. Never seen it. I never had a desire to see it. I just wanted it for the collection, so I had every single Disney theatrical release, animation theatrical release. This is a PG picture. Didn't really do anything at the box office. 76 minutes. What year did this come out? 2004. It's kind of like a movie that came and went. The animation looks beautiful on here. I seen the trailer for it. Other than that, I mean, is there special features on there? There's a bonus short, a Dairy Tale, Three Little Pigs. I guess that's an older one. The deleted scenes with, yeah, there's deleted scenes with filmmaker's intro, music video, and some other good stuff. So, yeah, not a classic in my opinion, but it's a theatrical release, so I had to have it for the collection. This one I got from Disney Movie Rewards before it became shit, and had enough points. I grabbed it, and luckily enough, you know, it came with the lenticular. Now this I got when I first joined Disney Movie Rewards because I had a ton of points at the time because I just joined the Disney Movie Club, and back in 2012. Yeah, it's been that long. And this one I wanted, and it was in 3D, and at the time I was collecting all the 3D movies. That's a story for another day. But this one is Chicken Little. Now my wife and I, before we got married, when we were dating, we did see this at the theater, and it starts out like really slow, and then it works itself up, and in my opinion, it was funny. I must have watched this like twice, this movie. Other than that, yeah. It's a G-rated movie, and 81 minutes. It's a fun watch. I mean, it's not something I'm gonna watch every freaking year, no. But it's a fun watch, and it had, I know Zach Braff was in here as the main character, and wow. Steven Zahn. Who else? Joan Cusack was in here. But yeah, I have to revisit this. It actually pretty good movie. I have nothing to do on a Saturday or Sunday. This movie right here, Chicken Little, came out in 2005. This one, Meet the Robinsons, 2007. And I only seen this movie once, but it blew me away. It really did. It was like one of the first ones besides Chicken Little that started using the CG kind of animation. And this won an award, the Heartland Truly Moving Picture Award. All right. And this one was like 95 minutes. First time I seen this was on DVD. I got it from, I think, Disc Replay. And then the second time I bought it on Blu-ray. It got wrecked in a fire when we had it at this house. Or we had it wrecked in a fire. All this artwork and everything just got destroyed. Still have the extra disc, just in case something happens to this. But yeah, then I had to buy it a third time. So hopefully this third time is going to be good. And look, picture art. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend to check it out. It is one of those underrated Disney films that just, I don't know, it's worth watching. It's G-rated if I didn't mention it. There you go. Stupid clip things. I really hated these when they put them on here because they don't close. So you do this. You clip it, and then you close it. See? There you go. Or you just rip them off one at a time. Next. Meet the Robinsons, 2007. Bolt, 2008. Seen this movie once. It's actually pretty enjoyable. And there's actually a short on here called Super Rhino, I think. This one I also got, I think, I don't know if I got this from the Disney Movie Club or I bought it used at Disc Replay. Don't remember. And for you in the for you out there in the UK, Disc Replay is a it's like a CEX type of store where you can buy used movies, but it's just a store. None of that stuff goes to charity or anything like that. We're very kind of selfish here in this country. Like Goodwill, that goes to charity. We have another store called Savers. That stuff goes to charity, but they're very far and few between. The Savers are closing here and there. And then there's another one called Salvation Army. That stuff goes to charity. But stuff like Disc Replay or stores like that, no, stuff goes to them. So it's Bolt. It had John Travolta in it. You'll see this one had the characters actually there. See? John Travolta, Miley Cyrus before she went nuts. And like to fuck things on stage and show her vagina off and whatever. Yeah. Bolts and bolts. Worth seeing. Worth checking out. How long is this movie? If I didn't say it, 95 minutes. And yes, there's a short that goes along with it. Princess and the Frog. This is the newest one that I've gotten recently, I think last month, on 4K from the Video Game Movie Dome. And yeah, I love this movie. It's one of their, no, it's not totally animation, but it looks hand-drawn animation. And probably some of it is. But more than likely, a lot of this was done on a computer. Yeah, but it was a great storyline about a princess kissing a frog, but she turns into a frog kind of thing. But this one I highly recommend. It's one of my favorites, and it is a G-rated movie. I'm trying to find the time on here. 98 minutes. 98 minutes long, and yeah, it's a great movie. If you haven't seen this one, yeah, check it out. It is worth it. Let me see the inside of this real fast. Show you guys out there, girls. Great artwork. Yes, and the boring Blu-ray. But yeah, I highly recommend this. This one didn't come out too long ago. I think it came out. Yeah, it actually came out in 2019. So yeah, the Blu-ray or the 4K release. Next, I have this on 4K, but it's in my pile for movies for the month. So I do have a 4K for this. I actually did show it in a video this past week, and it is Tangled. I do have a 4K, and it came out in 2019 as well. This one, Tangled, came out in 2010, and it does have a short on here. It has deleted scenes. I thought I had a short. I thought I had another short. Apparently that short's on something else, but yeah. The lizard, I forgot his name, but yeah, he's cute. And then ask me about the names of the characters, like who voices them. I don't know. It's a great movie. I mean, I only seen it once, but yeah, it's well worth checking out. I have it on 4K now, so there you go. Okay, from here on in, I don't have the dates of the movies because my original list got deleted. So I found another list. I found another list online, and I copied it and pasted it up to 2010. Not unless. Right. Not unless I can get another list. There you go. Try this list. from Disney, or from IMDb. We're going to try this list. Let's see what it's about. I stopped at that, so let's see. Okay. Yeah, this one here. Came out in 2011, and apparently they counted as their classics. Their classic film collection. And this one is doesn't have the number on it, but it's from 2011. It is Winnie the Pooh. And this thing is heavy. What the heck is in this? It's got the Blu-ray DVD. Oh, it's got the digital disc in it, and it's got some kind of special pin the tail on Eeyore game in it, which I just left it alone because I just wanted to keep it as a thing. But yeah, and it came with a slip. I got this from Disney Movie Club. Have not seen it, so I can't comment on it. But it's Winnie the Pooh, and that from 2011, and it's G-rated, so there you go. Next, some 4Ks. I got some 4Ks coming up, yeah. Watch it not go that far. Okay. WreckIt Ralph. 2012. One of my favorite movies. First time I seen this wasn't at the theater. I didn't get a chance to go, but this thing blew me away with the CG and the animation, and great cast. You got John C. Reilly in it, and Sarah Silverman, wasn't it? The voice of Sarah Silverman, I think. Why don't they put that damn cast on here? Fucking Disney, man. Or it was Whitney. No, it was Whitney Cummings. And okay. And then you got Jack McBrayer on here too, and somebody else, I can't remember their name, but they also have the theatrical short, which was Academy Award-winning theatrical short, Paperman. And if you haven't seen that short, it's beautiful. It's a black and white animated short, but it's really cool. It's a hand-drawn one. Disney. There's alternative and deleted scenes on this, and that's about it. It's PG for like some violence and like humor and stuff, but this is a great movie. I highly recommend it on 4K. Yes. Next, Frozen, a movie I have not watched yet, but Frozen 2 should be coming, I think 2 months or something like that. I don't know, but I have to fucking watch this. I watched Olaf's Frozen Adventure before I watched this. I even watched the Frozen Fever short before I watched this, and they were entertaining. I mean, yeah, this movie I need to watch, and it's 102 minutes. Is there like deleted scenes on this? Yeah, there's deleted scenes. Let It Go, the end credit version, music video. Get a hose, Mickey Mouse short. Okay, or get a horse. What the fuck? Get a horse, Mickey Mouse short. I thought it said something else for a second, like a whore. Get a whore. I was like, wait, that's an H. But it's not spelled that. Never mind. I got a filthy mind. But this one I really have to watch. The slipcovers, the original. They did put a Disney Movie Club exclusive out where it was different, particular slip, but I was was like, I ain't gonna buy a movie again just for the fucking slip. Come on, Disney. Fuck. Another one. This movie blew me away the first time I seen it. And I do have it on 4K. I did buy it, but it's in the month's end pile for January. It's Big Hero 6. This is a great movie, great superhero movie. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend to check it out. It's got the Feast theatrical short on here, which won for that year. Was it 2014? It won the Academy Award that year for Best Animated Short, and this movie actually won for Best Animated Movie of 2014 as well. Big Hero 6. It is it's 102 minutes, and there's a lot of other like features and stuff on here that you can check out. That's about it, but highly recommend Big Hero 6 if you have never seen it. Zootopia 2016. I have this coming next month from the Video Game Movie Dome. I didn't get it yet on 4K, but right now I have this. This is the 3D version, which I'm keeping because this is a hard slip to find. It's lenticular. It just moves a little bit. You can see the faces move just a little bit, but it is a great slip. And this one's 108 minutes. First time I seen this, it blew me away. The scene with the DMV, the sloth, Flash, just funny as hell. And yeah, there's bonus features on here. I thought there was a short. Apparently not. Apparently there's no short on here. But like I said, I do have this coming in 4K next month. So it's in February, sometime in February. So Zootopia, or in the UK, Zootropolis, which really makes more sense, Zootropolis, because of the fact that's where they live, Zootropolis. And Zootopia is, I don't know. I don't get it why they changed the name, but there you go. Let's see. This is a 3D one. I might as well show you the inside of it. Oh yeah. They got lazy on this one, because this is like almost the end of the 3Ds. So yeah, blue discs all the way, baby. What is that? What's this in here? Ah, Disney Movie Club stickers. I forgot I had these in here. Oh well, gonna stay in there. I had to buy this actually twice. This is not the original. This is not the original cover. The original cover got wrecked because of our fire that we had in the house 3 years ago, and all the ink and stuff got off. So I had to find another copy. Found another copy. So I have an extra disc somewhere, just in case this Blu-ray gets ruined. But I'm getting it on 4K, so yeah, whatever. Zootopia, great movie. I'm lucky the slip, everything got damaged in here, but the slip stayed perfect. I don't know how water seeped in and didn't, it's just completely untouched. Really weird. Really, really weird. Next, this was the last 3D movie that came out, and I did have the 3D movie, but I replaced it. I still have it. I didn't get rid of it. It's Moana. I got it on 4K. I upgraded it. 3D one I still have, and I'm not getting rid of it because the slip is beautiful and just as a backup. So yeah, Moana, one of my favorites. This movie was just, the way they made the scenery and the background, everything, it was just beautiful animation. And there's the deleted song in here. There's deleted scenes. There's a mini movie called Gone Fishing, which I seen. It was really kind of like a freaking 2-minute thing. Short film, Inner Workings. That one was cool. I think that won for best animated short that year, but that was a cool short. There's Easter eggs in here and other stuff, and it's PG. I don't know why they rated this PG. Oh, scary images. Ooh, kids can't handle it anymore. But it's Moana, and it's a great one. Got the rock, yeah. And then finally, this one came out in 2019, I want to say. The beginning of 2019. It came out at the end of 18, but this came out in 2019, at the beginning 2019. It was Ralph Breaks the Internet. This one I have to get around to seeing because I haven't had a chance to see any of these Disney movies. 4K release. I just got the 4K release. I didn't bother with the Blu-ray. So I have both Ralph movies in 4K. And does this have a short on it? It has deleted scenes, how we broke the internet, Easter eggs, and more. I don't think there's a short on this. No. But the princess scene I've seen so many times, where all the princesses in the back meet for Vanellope. Yeah, they meet Vanellope, and they're like, "Are you really a princess?" And it's just a great scene. Yeah, it's 112 minutes, so it's actually pretty long for a Disney flick animation movie. Nothing else to say about that. So that was my complete Disney animation movie collection. Those are the ones that they go by their classic collection. Let it be 1 through 58, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 58 now that they're on. 59 is... It's either 58 or 59, I don't know, because Frozen 2 is considered that as well. So it's either 58 or 59 they're on. If you know exactly, comment below. Oh yeah, I didn't even show this. This is a WreckIt Ralph shirt. Yeah, check it out. I'm a Wreck-It. One-man wrecking crew. This is a really cool shirt. I got this on sale for $6 at Hot Topic online. So I was like, yeah, cool. It's got the WreckIt Ralph logo on the bottom. There was another one I wanted, but didn't have my size. This is extra large, and it feels tight. So, yeah, I knew it. Once you watch these things, yeah, whatever. But, yeah, that's it for this Disney movie collection series, the animated features. Next one is going to be my... it's either going to be my DVDs or it's going to be like Blu-rays that have like sequels and stuff on them. So I don't know yet. It's a toss-up, and yeah, I have to make that one still. So yeah, this is Movie Edge signing off. See you next time, people. Yeah.